These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Third down, it's Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. TJ. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Wilson. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10, Willis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Colts! Twisted Ebner, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. York now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot and take a big shot downfield?
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. The Colts at 10-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down throw coming by Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Rambo leading. 19 right. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Cut 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers. Check. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19, Dragon 60.
Fourth down, Willis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
18, Buffalo 18.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Completed out left to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And they're going to get this down about the 17-yard line here. To throw again is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 3, 17.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson will throw again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Looking sideline, incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's taken in by Higgins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 48-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this out past the 25.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, Willis. He's got the hookup with Dobbs.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some space here. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Back now here on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Buying time to his left. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
202 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Willis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Check pass, check pass. Head the street, head the street. 60 average, 60 average.
4th down, Willis.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action now. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Willis will try and throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go play action with Willis. Austin brings in the quick throw.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
19 right. Check contact. Check contact. Come 19. Come 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson gonna throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. In motion right is Austin. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.